Evening YouTube, I'm just doing a quick video about the contents or the amount of liquids that you find in the Lush perfume bottles. I bought 2 bottles of Lord and Misrule last week, and when they arrived I found that they were missing about 1 centimetre off both of them. Right, I was really not happy that they came partially filled. Right, and we've been reassured by Lush over social media sites such as Facebook that they are 30mm and those bottles are actually bigger than 30 millilitres. Right, so I just wanted to measure them. Right, I have spent the evening filing the lid off one of them, right, which I have actually cracked the bottle. I would not recommend anybody to open or try and open one of your bottles, but I've literally filed it off. Right, but I obviously didn't want to do that in front of the camera because it has taken me a while to remove it, and hence the reason one of the lids actually looks slightly forwards. Right, if I take a ruler, right, and I measure, right, from the perfume to the top of the bottle on this one, there is a gap of 1 centimetre or 10 millimetres. Right, on this one, there is also, sorry, bear with me 2 secs, right, a gap of 1 centimetre or 10 millilitres. Right, if I weigh them, right, I found the first bottle weighs 97 grams and the second bottle weighs 96 grams. Right, this one has got slightly less in, and I decided I'm going to open this one, but to be honest there is only 1 millimetre difference in height, so I didn't think it would make that much difference. Right, I've got with me a syringe, right, which I fetched from the local pharmacy tonight, which measures up to 5 millimetres. Right, I've picked up a needle as well to try and get the contents out easier. Right, I also have borrowed from our science department at work, right, a 10 millimetre, right, if you look, 10 millimetre plastic measuring cylinder, and also I've picked up a 100 ml measuring cylinder, right, and I can't, bear with me 2 seconds, I'm going to see if I can try and, but that's at the moment filled to 30 millilitres, right, so I can also prove how much liquid will go into one of these bottles, right, but I'll also recheck that as well using the syringe and the other measuring tube to prove to you as well that that's it, what's in there. Okay, so to start off with, I'm just going to put the measuring cylinder down, take the lid, I'm just going to move this one out of my way because I do not really fancy knocking that one over as well. I'm going to take the glass off. I have broken it to get into it. Again, I would strongly not recommend it to anybody to try this at home. Right, and what I'm going to do is I'll bring it up to the side, I'm going to pull up, and I'm going to take it up to 5 millimetres. Right, I'm happy with that. If I put it into the test tube and I just squeeze it in, you'll find that that will go then to 5 millimetres. Right, then if I go straight back in, again I'm going to draw up 5 millimetres again. So this is the second one, so this, I'm just making sure I'm fair. Right, so I'm onto the line, right, and I'm going to squirt that then into the measuring cylinder. Right, and that will take it up to 10 millimetres. Whee! Right, so I've got 10 mils in there. Right, so far I've taken 10 mils out of the bottle. I am just going to transfer it into another container very carefully. Actually, I'm going to just put this down and put the little funnel in, right, so that I can just pour it in, because even though I'm not happy, right, I don't actually want to waste £30 worth of perfume, which is what it's cost me. Right, so I'll put the measuring tube back again, right, and we'll start again. So I'll put the needle in there, I'll just turn it around a bit so I can see the 10 mils. Right, I'm going to draw it up and I'm going to go up again to 5 millimetres. Right, if you look, that's dead bang on again. Right, and I'm going to put that into there. So in total, now we're up to 5, or in reality we're now up to 15. Right, if I put that back in again and I draw it up the syringe, right, I'm now again, hang on 2 secs, bang on 5 mils. So if I empty that back into there, right, we've now just got just slightly over. right, 10 ml, right. So I'm happy to say that that is, if you look, there's the line, the 10 millilitre line, hang on, sorry, there. Right, so again, we're bang on. Right, and I'm going to pour that again into the bottle. Right, so we've now got to 20 millilitres. Right, so now is actually what's left at the bottom of this bottle then. Have we got another 10 millimetres in this bottle, as Lush keep telling us? Right, so I'm going to go again. I'm going to put my cylinder there. I'm going to take my needle, I'm going to put the needle in, and I'm going to draw up the liquid. Right, I am struggling now. Sorry. Right, but I'm going to pull it up, and we're up to 5. I'm going to push that now into there. Right, we've got up to 5. I've got now, if you look, just that tiny amount at the bottom corner. Right, I'm going to pull as much as I can up. Actually, I'm going to be better, sorry, I'm going to actually be better tipping this liquid straight into here, because I do not want to waste, but I'm definitely not got 30 millilitres in here. Right, if you look, that bottle is now empty. Right, I can't get any more out of this bottle. Right, I've bashed it upside down, and if you look, there is just a tiny little bit of liquid in this. Right, and I'm literally, I'll move my finger just out of the way so you can just see what I'm doing. I've drawn it up. Right, there is no more liquid. Right, so I've actually got, and that's measuring 0.4 millimetres, or millilitres, sorry. So I've put that in there. Right, the total measurement I have got on this, right, is 5.5 millilitres, I should say, right, which makes the total, right, 25.5, so there is not 30 millilitres in this bottle. Right, I'm just going to take this again. I'm going to take my other perfume bottle, because again, as I said, I do not want to waste it, and I'm going to pour it into there. Right, I'm now quite happy that that is empty. Right, again, I'll put the perfume bottle, which is now empty. Sorry, right, empty, and I'm going to put it there. Right, in this cylinder, I've measured 30 millilitres. Right, it is a very accurate measuring tool. It's what we use at work to measure the chemicals in the science lab. Right, and I'm going to pour this now into the Lush bottle. Right, so I'm going to be very careful. Bear with me 2 seconds. And I'm just going to carefully pour it into the bottle. I have dyed it green. The reason I dyed it green was I just wanted you to be able to see what I was doing a little bit more. Now I've poured all the 30 ml into there. Right, and if you look, right, there's still space. Right, so I do actually agree with Lush that these bottles do hold slightly more, but not a lot more. Right, but if you look at the gap, right, if I take my ruler again, right, there is a gap, sorry, bear with me 2 seconds, of about 3 millilitres, and that includes actually the top of the glass as well. Right, can you see? Right, anyway, I will now remeasure this again. I'm sorry, I know this is taking a long time, but I just wanted you to see what I was measuring. Okay, so again, I've put that in front of you. I've taken the syringe is empty. If you look, I can't push it down any further. And I'm going to go in now, so I'm just going to take this thing out, because that's going to make more of a mess. Right, and I'm going to put the syringe in. I'm going to pull it up again. I've made a lovely concoction. Oh, by the way, I have actually used, for this, perfume alcohol as well, because I wanted to make sure that this was a fair test. Right, I'm going to take this up. Move that to the side, to 5 mils. Right, again, I'm going to put it into the syringe, and I'm going to go up. Right, we'll go up to 5 mils, because that's how much I've measured. And then we're going in again, we'll lift it up. Again, very wary to make sure that it is 5 millimetres on the line. Right, which it is, there. And I'm going to empty that back into there. And if you see, I'm going to go right up then to the top. Right, and I've got my 10 millimetres there. Right, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this. I'm actually going to pour it back into the tube here. For some strange reason I don't actually want it anywhere. Right, and I certainly don't want to mix it up with the perfume. I'm going to take the bottle again. Right, and I'm going to lift it. Right, and take it up to the 5 millilitres. Again, make sure I'm on that line. Right, into the tube. Right, so this will be 15 millilitres in total. Done. And then the next one, straight up. Right, up to the 5 ml mark, if you can just see it there. Hang on, 2 seconds. I'm 2 seconds over. Right, so I'm going to pull that into there. That taking that up again to the 5 ml line. Or the 10 ml line, sorry. Right, I'm going to pull that into the tube so it's out of my way. Coming back, I should have now 10 ml left in the bottle. Right, so if I pull that up, oh look, there is actually no liquid left at the bottom of the bottle. That when I did it from my own perfume, there wasn't. Right, go to there, empty the tube, again, put it into the thing. And then the last one. Again, I probably do need to tip this out, but just bear with me. I'm actually going to tip it out because I don't want... Right, that's the one I actually used before. There is actually nothing in it at all, but I have actually got an empty one here as well, just in case you think I'm going to try and do anything. Right, so I've got the liquid. I'm just going to rate... Oh, actually, I'll just tip this straight out. Again, I'm going to make sure there is absolutely no liquid left in this bottle. Right, I'm going to put my syringe back in and I'm going to raise it up, and again the little bit of liquid at the bottom. Right, we're going up, we're up to 4 ml, 5 ml, 4.4, 4.5. Right, so in total, if you actually look at that, that's actually on 4.8, and I might have just brought it up a little bit too much somewhere else. Right, but if I put it into the tube, right, the 10 ml line is actually there. Right, so if you actually want to work it out, it's 0.4 millilitres short, but I might have measured that a little bit more earlier. Right, but I think I've just proved the point that those bottles aren't what they're saying they are, and there's definitely not 30 millilitres in the container.